Good morning, dear students, and welcome back to our class of computer organization and architecture. In our previous lecture, we had completed the asynchronous data transfer along with the type of asynchronous data transfer, that is the stroke control signals and the handshaking. Today, we will do the asynchronous serial transmission. As you know, that transmission of data between sender and receiver is of two type, that is the serial or the parallel transmission. In parallel transmission, to transfer the bits, let's suppose we have n bits, and to transmit these n bits parallelly, we require the n separate lines. That means all the n bits of data are transmitted parallelly, that means once in a time. But in serial transmission, uh, the n bits are transferred one by one in sequence. Uh, Systems that are performing the parallel transmission are very fast as compared to the systems that are performing the serial transmission, which are slow. But compared to the benefit of serial transmission as compared to the parallel transmission, they are very cheaper as compared to the parallel transmission. And the transmission here is asynchronous. That means definitely we need some way to show the receiver that there is a data, to make them synchronize with each other. That means our work is to synchronize the sender and receiver, to involve both of them in the communication. So to perform the serial transmission, asynchronous serial transmission, the first step is to make them synchronous by any concept, by any signal, or by any bits. So here we use different bits. They are called the start bit and stop bit and the character bit. In asynchronous serial transfer, each bit of message is sent in a sequence at a time, and the binary information is transferred only when it is available. That means when there is an information, then then there is a transformation. Otherwise, that line of serial transmission remains ideal. To make them the synchronous, the sender and receiver, the data bit or the character bit must contain the special bit. They are called the start and the stop bit. So start bit, basically, as the name indicates, start of bit. That means it is the first bit of the message or the character that always be a zero, and it always used to indicate the beginning of character. When there is a transmission start, the receiver first check this first bit, and if found that it is a zero, then it will start the communication with the sender. And the last bit is called the stop bit, which is always be a 1 and used to indicate the end of character. That stop bit is always be in one state, and frame the end of characters to signify the ideal or the wait state. In between these two start and stop bits, there are the sequence of bit. They are called the character bit, and they are the actual the data which is required by the receiver or the sender unit. The character bit always follow the start bit and then ended with the stop bit. The view of that transmission is like that. The start bit is always show the starting of the message. Here let's suppose message is 1100010. Then this message, starting of this message is shown by this start bit, and the ending of this shown by the stop bit, which always be the 1. In between these two bit, there is a data bit which is the 11000010. Basically, in system, characters are represented by the 7 bits. ASCII format or EDBAC format are represented by the 7 bit. Here these are represented by the character bits. So here the synchronous, this 0 and 1 bit is making the synchronous the sender and the receiver, and remaining bits are the data bits which are transmitting one by. That means initially this 1 bit is transferred. After transferring of this 1 bit, another 1 bit is transferred, and after transferring of these 2 bits, then 0 bit is transferred, then 0, then 0. All these bits are transferring in serial. Thank you.